Wait, no, you know what? Maybe I'll do CVS speaker, and then if it's weird, then I'll turn it off. Ah, flashbang out, bro. Depersonalization is a disorder. Depersonalization is a perceptual synthesis disorder characterized by increased self-focus, but a feeling that all or part of the self seems unreal, distant, or false. When this happens, the patient feels normal and the emotional expression is intact. Treatment is based on a principled approach of letting nature take its course, as well as some auxiliary methods such as relaxation, breath control, and mindfulness, with medication as appropriate. Meow. Meow. Is that an octopus? It's just loading. It's just loading. It's alright. Take your time. Woohoo! The game looks pretty for sure. Do you want to enter the tutorial before the starting the game? Yes. You wake up in a strange room. You scan your surroundings before locating your sai back onto your body. You feel a little heavy and a strange sense of confinement is making you uncomfortable. A bizarre rhythm beats inside you and you concentrate to feel it. Star key my reflection in the mirror. Wait, hold on. What is this? Left control C, view, node hints, F, node interaction. Left shift is run and walk. F11 is setting. My powered is limit. I guess the localization is still not perfect, I'm assuming. My power is limited and thus I cannot grant you the knowledge you need. You must learn the laws of this dimension yourself. This place is unlike the mental one and you have to be accustomed to the gravity's grasp. Your body is not imprisonment imposed on your mind, but its extension and realization. Now you must first learn to control yourself. Wasad. You have come to you got used to move in the physical world. Okay. The familiar rhythm is no. Localization is still kind of wonky. The familiar rhythm beats through you once again. Starkey, the most important law of the physical world is to survive. Now I shall remove the censorship on your senses at a peace, and you shall feel hunger. What the hell, man? Ah! Suddenly a strange sensation rises from deep inside your body. Your body feels like enfeebled, your strength drained, and your spirit waning. Take the bread. You need food to keep your body healthy. Starkey, there is more to life than pain. Your primal instincts will guide you how to survive. Once, open the menu by pressing the tab. And use bread in your backpack. Oh, bags! Okay. Okay, I don't know why that was so loud. I'm just gonna make it a little bit quieter. Driven by the primal desire, you eat the food in front of you. A feeling of satisfaction spreads across your body, driving off the feebleness. Hunger. And with that comes the warmth that fuels your heart. You have felt it, the joy of life and a step away from death. A door appears not far from you. Starkey, doors are both nodes of nexus and walls of protection. The physical world is small and vast. Doors will be your starting points from which you will journey into the unknown. To open them, you must have what it takes to explore. Okay? You try to open the door, but it refuses to move. You check the bolt and it seems locked. Oh, hello. You open the cabinet, it's full of all sorts of things. You need to the one that opens the door. You need to open the one that opens the door. Is that what it is? Concept of check. In the world, there are events that will lead to a path diverged if interfered with. When performing a check, it will be a success if the observed result value is less than or equal to your ability value. Conversely, the check will be a failure. If you're not satisfied with the results, try again to have an alternate result. Try again. Success! You searched the cabinet and eventually found a key. A strange and familiar sound, a feeling rises from inside you. Okay. My luck went up. Yippee! Check other tutorials. Steal. Starkey, there are many lives in the physical world, and each of them is unique from the rest. They are constructed in the same way, the same as yours, but their minds are their own, and it's what makes a difference in their emotions and behaviors as other people see them. You need to understand how to communicate with others. This way, they can offer help in your adventure. Where the hell am I? You, stop right there! You can feel his emotion. He's scared. Appease. There's no need to be afraid. I'm just a guy like you. I can feel your fear. I won't hurt you. Your words soothe him. I saw a monster before I came here, and you don't look like a monster. I want to get out of here. You see a key in his pocket, but he's blind to it. He's blind to it! Get the key by interacting with the character. Holy steal. I don't get this one. Like, it has 1 and then 100. And I got 7. Is this 7? Because I don't think that's where 7 would be. Like, 7 would be like here. Oh, I got 34. Not 3 and 7. Oh, okay. I need to roll under my skill level. Okay. You sneak the key away from him while he's not paying attention, then the door appears before you. So I shouldn't roll bigger. My skill's at 50, so I have to roll under 50. I gotcha. What was that sentence? You feel gratitude, but it was a move of your finger? Like my finger moved? Alright, battle. You will now face a formidable enemy, but don't worry, it's merely a projection of the entity. Its attacks won't be lethal during the combat, and you will be free to act to your will. However, only specific actions can deal damage to it. Enter the fight. Okay. Fight. Move a finger. Oh, stealing! I see. I was like, move a finger. Starkey, I may not be able to rewrite the rules of space and time with this power, but I can still offer you assistance in combat. You can foresee the enemy's movements in the advance and know its states. Over its head is the action it will take in this round. At its feet, its current state. It shows its current states. Analysis of enemy movements and insight into enemy weaknesses are key to its victory. Now, this enemy in front of you will not only be harmed by attack action, try launching an attack at it Thug. Okay. What is this? Aims attack at a fatal part. What sound effects so hella loud? Audio. Sound effect. Okay, that's better. When an enemy attacks you, a counterattack will be triggered if your evasion check success rate is greater than the enemy's, though you might be unable to dodge some enemy's attack. Dodge can turn the tides of the battle in the right time. What was that? Edit action or skills? Dodge. Some items can be used in combat. You can use an item through the item button in the lower right corner. Items can be used once every turn, regardless if they are targeted at allies or enemies. Some items can be tossed at enemies, which requires a check. Try using projectile. Okay. And weapons can be tossed as well, but it will be destroyed if you do so. Grenade. Lightning grenade. So then use throw. Grenade, throw. There gotta be some game music, right? When I actually play the game, instead of just sound effects. You know, you now know how to do battles, and I believe from this point you will need to fight on your own, free of my guidance. I'm sure you will win this battle with what you have learned. Whoa, the text box got longer. If you find that your skill success rate is low during an action, you can also try using reinforce with luck. In the attack and the skill action list, click the 4-leaf clover button on the left side of the character. This allows you to use some of your luck as a one-time enhancement for the action. Is there supposed to be a music and I'm just not hearing it or something? Like, I think oh, whoops, I keep failing. Withering, flesh guard, chant. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Unarmed attack. Dun, dun, dun. You're dead. You watch as the defeated monster vaporizes. Starkey, you have now successfully familiarized yourself with the laws of the battle in this world. Okay. Mental condition. Low SP is madness. Magic also consumes your SP. Okay. Story start? Skip the prologue? No.
In the deepest recesses of consciousness itself.
Oh no. Still no. CBS.
Star Key. You are my sole remaining connection to the mortal realm. You also represent my last hope to break through this prison of time and space that I have been confined within.
Oh my god, that's so good. Give me auto.
At present, the history here is
At
unable to be
present.
altered. I must return to the beginning of consciousness and fall dormant for a period of time. Before I do so, I ask that you act in my place within in this period. Only you can break through the barriers of this time and space and create an opportunity for us.
Create an opportunity for us. Oh man, dude, that's so good.
You are standing your parents' bedroom as a child of nearly 8 years.
No, no,
Currently,
why am I watching
You are in the
TikTok?
process of replacing the daffodils in the vase that your mother keeps at her bedside. Your mother is laying on the bed, awake, but very much tired.
That's so funny, dude. Oh no, please, mom, don't talk. No. Okay, thank God. Okay, at least this part. Oh wait. Oh no, no, turn off the auto. So I snuck out into the garden and picked some flowers for you. Do you think they'll be upset with
The
me?
woman's face
No.
showed sadness, but helped a look of acceptance as she took in the child's words.
Okay.
She
Narrator.
sat up and slowly began to speak to the child before her.
No, my child, you've done nothing wrong. Everyone's just tired. They need a good rest. It would be best if you didn't disturb them. Anan, you have been such a good care. You have been taking such a good care of me. When I'm feeling a little better, let's move to the town together. You'll be able to make a lot of friends and have a little more freedom. Are you sure? Grandpa told me that I needed to stay in the castle. Don't worry, my dear. Grandpa will surely agree. Anan, could you pass along a message to Grandpa? I'm feeling much better now. Please tell Grandpa not to worry. Make sure to avoid the Chamber of Secrets or Dad will be angry.
You promised your mother that she could count on you. Now it's time to leave so that she can continue to rest.
Dude, I am digging this. Okay. I think I'll figure it out. Okay.
You closed the bedroom door quietly behind you as you leave the room.
I feel like I'm just watching TikTok, dude. I don't even watch TikTok. Burn the carpet? Why would I do that? Wait, what? Holy, I barely worked. It's 60 and I rolled 59. What is this? The big
For
I
some
didn't see
unknown
movie?
reason, you suddenly feel creepy, as if there are many invisible dangers lurking around you.
Okay, that's
You hear
weird.
strange voices all around you taunting and mocking at you.
That's kind of messed
However,
up.
after only one gasp, this feeling disappears.
Spirit point checking. Okay, success. What the
A
F?
heavy sound rings from behind you, like a door being pushed open with great force. You take a look back, and a man covered in bandages pushes away the family portrait and slowly steps out of the stone corridor.
Into the stone corridor. Mommy? Dude, you gotta go freaking save your mom. Are you kidding me? My lovely Grace, my beautiful angel. Finally, we can be together forever.
An unusual aura of black mist swirls and swiftly dissipates into nothingness.
What?
You watch your parents simply disappear in what was less than smoke and dust. You swear you heard a string break inside you.
No, so close. No, my mind is effed.
The handwriting on the paper is delicate, and you recognize it as your mother's. This seems to be for your father.
Ronald, my love, Father warned me not to see you now. The only way I can convey my thoughts to you is by letter. Anna has woken up. You don't need to worry about our child. What we had planned worked, and he has forgotten the incident. I will spend what time remains for me with our child. I hope to protect him from pain as long as I can. If we can't overcome this disaster though, Ronald, my last wish is to die with you.
Oh god, dude. Okay, my luck went up. Pick it. Take all, dude. She got bread, she got a lantern. Food, flowers, materials.
This is a picture of your immediate family. A little boy was sitting on the knees of a gray-haired old man. Behind him stood a young couple smiling happily. Mother made you promise to not open this drawer. That's a promise you feel you should keep.
What the hell? Oh, take it. What is it? What did I take? Oh man. This is gonna be a great stream, everybody. Bottle of vodka.
You look out the window. Outside is a world where the sun and moon dance. The grass roams free, and the forest thrives. It's the world you've always wanted to see for yourself.
How about the mirror? It's then. Okay.
The moment you walk into the study, the flow of time around you completely freezes. As you notice something changing in the air, you struggle to stand and lose consciousness.
It's not too late to set the carpet on fire, please.
When you regain consciousness, your grandfather is there, standing in front of you.
Standing in front of you. Why does he sound so angry?
You also almost immediately notice a gate that you have never seen in the study before.
My dear grandchild, you are the family's last hope. While the stars of the world all abides by the rule and patterns, the destinies of people themselves are different. We have made you bear too much responsibilities. So now, child, I will give you 10 years of freedom.
My grandfather pointed to the stone gate standing in the center of the study. The gate seemed to connect two worlds together. You see the meadow and forest spread far on the other side of the gate.
What happens after 10 years?
You notice that grandfather's tone seems different today. He's acting far softer than normal, creating a sense of discomfort within you. You subconsciously voice that sense of doubt climbing up from your chest.
Grandfather, are we going together? Grandpa, I don't want to leave. I want to stay with you. I don't want to leave here. I don't like the outside world. I want to be with mom and dad. I don't want to leave you. My dear grandchild, I couldn't give you a good childhood. It's all Grandpa's fault. Grandpa couldn't save your parents. All your grandpa can do is offer you 10 years of freedom to live life as you wish. Anan, my pride and joy, even if you feel sad, please face life with optimism. I know you will continue to suffer as the haze builds up in your heart, so please try to forget what came before. What the hell? Forget the stone walls you have lived in and your home here. Forget the faces of all of us, your family. Forget the memories that bind you to this place. Forget everything that happened here. Child, remember, the sky is always connected. No matter where you are, the stars will light your way home.
In your eyes, the gate now turns into a soft and comfortable bed.
But
a wave of
why only
exhaustion
10
washes
years?
over you. Now all you want is to rest. a comfort the bed ahead can provide.
Oh, it's moving on its own.
You stumble through the door in a daze. The meadow, forest, and even the bed you just saw that were all there only a second ago vanished as if it were all a dream.
All
This
a
was no dream
dream.
though, as the above rainstorm calls out its fury.
This
Ahead,
was no
you
dream
watch as the rain
now.
fiercely pours upon the town in front of you, Dunwich.
All a dream.
The heavy rain guides the river water and causes the huge castle standing on the cliff to collapse. Instantly. The town of Dunwich
Instantly.
now was merely a forgotten pile of rubble and rain. You feel dizzy from the unbelievable destruction you witnessed and fall to the side of the road, unconscious. Moments later, a gray-haired, old man drives down the rain-drenched road in a Ford. The blinding headlights shine down
What
on
the
you
hell?
lying on the ground.
What? It's so funny, dude.
The driver quickly realizes that you are unconscious and carries you back to the car. In this violent wind and rain, judging the land below, he drove past the mudslide and continued on his way.
The driver quickly realizes that you are unconscious or that you are unconscious. Wait. 10 years later? What happened to my freedom? Public security is only getting worse. There's already another incident. I should follow the doctor's advice and get to bed early today. I really hope this medicine actually works.
Patient seems to have experienced severe memory loss, without any lasting damage in any other physical or mental functions themselves. Based on patient's explanation, he is able to slowly piece together the missing memories by small amounts at a time, though with tremendous pain.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, by the time he is
He
able to
forgot
even
his
get anywhere
past.
near the deeper portions of his memories, the pain becomes too much and he's unable to continue. The problem lies with what comes next. If he doesn't attempt to look through these memories for an extended period of time, then it fades as if he'd not remembered it in the first place. This means that he finds himself at the start of the gate he'd been venturing if he doesn't keep at it.
If he doesn't keep at it.
On the other hand, if you ignore the memories, then they become like a massive boulder sitting inside your head, slowly accumulating more and more mass.
Accumulating?
So the question is, how could we create a physical application to interact with memories? Or is it a question of the pain we should be focusing on lessening in order to allow the patient to continue pushing themselves?
Okay.
The latter seems
Why is it
far
still
too dangerous,
going?
whereas the former will take time to come to a solution, without being able to identify the cause of these symptoms. The best path forward is to attempt sleep-aiding medications to allow the patient the opportunity to break this standstill. That concludes the report.
So basically, I guess when he traveled through the portal, he suffered a memory loss, the main character Anon. And now for the 10 years, like 10 years fast forwarded, and during that 10 years, he's been trying to recall his memories. But every time when he tries to recall his memories, he suffers a lot of pain. But if he doesn't try to dig through his memories, trying to remember what happened in the past, then he feels like those memories disappear and also turns into like a boulder, giving him more of like a sensation of like boulders piling up.
Main symptoms
I
include,
guess. Oh
but
my
are not
god.
limited to, insomnia, palpitation accompanied by hallucinations, poor appetite,
He turned
partial
into a
emotional function
boulder.
loss, and difficulty in retrieving older memories. Blood pressure results. BP 100 to slash
I don't even know what
51
that
patient's
means.
blood pressure is
Ghost
concerning
mop.
and could be due
What
to
is
rapid
that?
mental
What's the
changes in
BP
line with his current
102
memory
by
difficulties.
51? Apparently it's concerning.
Diagnosis.
A
It
little
is
low.
recommended to avoid alcohol
Is it a concerning
and
level?
stimulating activities. It is also advised to attempt to sleep at an earlier time to allow the body greater time to recover. Prescription. A small amount of benzoyl M has been prescribed to patient as a means to reduce stress levels and prevent any major potential incidents in day-to-day life. You take the medicine bottle from the cabinet.
Yum.
medication prescribed by your doctor to act as a stress-reducing agent, which he hopes could be a counter-effect from the effects of sleep traumas and hallucinations.
Take the medicine. I hope that I can actually have a good dream for once. Willpower checking. Oh, well, I'm glad that.
Despite the
What the
medication,
hell?
your restless anticipation of a potential good rest is preventing you from being able to IMMID8 live
What?
fall asleep.
The
As the sound of your
IMMID?
heartbeat rings out.
Did it actually effed up reading immediately and it said I am midaliali?
Many
Is this
strange
for
images
reals?
flow through your mind, and you begin to be unable to tell whether you are HALLF asleep or awake.
I died. I died. HALLF. Asleep or awake. HALLF. Asleep. Ignite. I can't control my body. I'm supposed to be in the dream, aren't I? No matter how real it seems, it's just the dream. Okay, good.
You wake up from a nightmare, forcefully pushing yourself against the back of your bed in a cold sweat. Whatever attacked you left no wounds. It was just your imagination.
Imagination.
Even so, your body acts as though that pain was real, sending waves of anguish through you. As you try to calm down, you breathe deeply a few times and slowly begin to feel yourself accepting that it was just a dream. You hesitate for a moment, but you fall back asleep exhausted.
You... Hezi, what? Also, why is my clock so sweaty? Who
As you
made my
slowly
clock
enter the
so
realm of
sweaty?
sleep once again, this time you are interrupted by the many nightmares that usually haunt your restless self.
This is a joke, right? I can't keep myself like uninterrupted.
There is no written
Oh,
message on the
no.
envelope, but the seal itself feels strangely familiar. You've opened the envelope subconsciously. ANAN. My amazing grandson. Today is your
Oh.
18th birthday.
Gosh.
I've prepared a birthday present for you that is waiting in my study. I hope you don't mind the brevity, but I'm sure you'll find it easily. You are our family's last hope, and I truly believe that you will be able to overcome this disaster. With love from your grandfather, George Howard.
George, why did you have to name your son like this? Or your grandson like this? Why did the letter disappear?
Your mind is flooded with fragmented images, like it's all a dream you've yet to awaken from.
Oh, oops.
The very memories that you've been unable to grasp are now themselves reaching out to you. You are
Reaching out
unable
to
to fully
you.
process it all at once. But it
Reaching out
sits
to
there
you.
like
Reaching
smoke
out to
waiting.
you.
You imagine will be a
Reaching
matter
out
of
to
time now
you.
before the missing portions fit back together. Fortunately for you, processing the bundle of memories doesn't feel painful this time around. A picture comes to your mind as if it were something on the edge of your consciousness all this time. You see a castle standing in the night, above and around it, the sky and the stars creating a dazzling work of art. There's a chapel on the west side and a stargazing pavilion in a dome-like structure. It all seems so familiar. Slowly, then all at once, the memories of your family
Why
hit
is
you
the
like a
music
waterfall
so
that had been
intense?
plugged.
Where's the castle? I don't see the castle. But hold. This is where I was, right? Maybe I should take some items. You never know where you're gonna need it.
The newspaper's
Oh
front
my
page
gosh.
is detailing news of a major safety incident involving meat products.
Arkham?
Sent to the city
He
by
lives in
Arkham.
Arkham City with the
Although
Batman?
the food companies involved have resolved the issues, most of the food has already entered the market. Those who consume these food products have displayed highly unusual symptoms. While the incubation symptoms are not necessarily obvious, it writes that patients have often fallen into mania, fits, impulsiveness, and
I wasn't expecting some kind of news or newspaper. Ooh, look at all this. Take all. Take the umbrella. Alright, where am I supposed to go? Library? Amy, I have to leave school for a while. The last book you borrow from me will have to wait a little longer for it to be returned. What's going on? She's freaking out. That's okay. The book, if you have not yet finished it, just keep it there. It's okay. Well, I'll read it as soon as I can.
Ms. Julie is a professor of history and linguistics at the university.
She's a professor? She's not a student? Why is she in the library then?
She's been rather tough on you because she believes you're talented and would like you to inherit her work. Recently, that relationship has been a little strained.
Uh-oh.
You clearly got to your recent class on time. However, no one has any memory of you being there.
Okay. Huh? Anand? Do you have time to wander around? Get back to class. Miss Julie, I'm going to be out of school for a while. You young people are always wasting your time. Nothing but nonsense is what is. Drinking, partying, gambling, traveling, and so on. Who's freaking gambling? All students these days seek is to have fun first and foremost. Though... What is this? Psychology check?
Julie was not really angry with you. Her expression
I don't
showed
know,
a
she
look
was
more
like
akin to
effing angry.
frustration and disappointment.
That's pretty bad. I finished my homework yesterday, actually. I promise I will try to catch up on the lessons I've missed when I get back. Anand, you must remember, as a researcher, you must not fall into a habit of slacking off. I'll give you the benefit of doubt this once. Here's a summary of the lecture for the next few weeks. For next few weeks? I gotta miss class? Oh yeah, here's the whole freaking thing. Man, before he passed out, he mentioned smelling something terrible, like fresh maggot crawling out of sewer. The police played it off as some hallucination of a student. Do you think what he saw was really a hallucination?
He claimed to have seen a monster. Do you think it was
It
a
was
hallucination?
Mothman. This isn't a hallucination. Hallucination is the phenomenon of distortion of perceptual results under specific circumstances. If this phenomenon did not occur often, then what he saw was unlikely to have been an illusion. Yes, great, I'm actually the witness I was referring to before. What the hell? He got me! Ever since that day, I felt the mixture of fear and wonder from what I saw. I want to know the truth. You could try to help the police further their investigation as a witness. In order to do that, you would need to modify your statement, and it would be best not to be too subjective. Otherwise, people will just think you were hallucinating. You have a good point, thank you. A boy?
A man was reading a book intently.
How do you read book intently? I mean, how do you not read book intently? Eye of newt and toe of frog, hair of bat and teeth of dog, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble. Okay. Damn, I could take everything. Hope this library doesn't catch fire. escape? Who's Carl?
As soon as you enter the room, you see Carl drinking his way to enlightenment as usual. You hear him happily humming a tune of his own
Doesn't
creation
look like
while
he's
writing what you
drinking.
believe to be his manuscript.
I don't know who the Carl is. He's in love. He's not wearing his glasses. He's not wearing his glasses right. Review the study records.
Since the start of human evolution,
What?
countless fragments of consciousness have existed within the great sea of unconsciousness. The common
What
habits
is
humans have
this?
established were derived from a sense of collective consciousness that society enacts upon a fresher mind. What was it that came first? The concept of human clusters? Or was it the ocean of consciousness that established deeper thought?
I don't know. How am I
What
supposed
is
to
the
know that?
deepest part of a dream? In the ocean I
Oh.
describe as consciousness. Is there nothing awaiting its deepest depths? Or are there greater beings able to manipulate the consciousness of humanity?
What?
The human mind and body are connected in some manner. That much is true. The mind is not an invisible thing independent of the body.
Smoking the good
Everyone is
shit.
born with a brain capable of generating emotions and thinking in some manner to different degrees. All complex human emotions have their own elaborate biological mechanisms. Changes in the body affect the mind, and changes in the mind affect the body.
Wait, these are the things that you study? Professor Carl, why are you drinking again? I don't plan to drink once the day comes to an end. What? I guess you wouldn't be able to drink it because you would be dead. I'm not an alcoholic for crying out loud. Anand, do you understand the idea of wearing another persona? Persona? I don't quite understand what you're getting at, Professor. Alright, so as an example, a drunkard is one of my personas. When I'm drunk, I can relax my mind and release my emotions to a much greater degree than normal. On that note, I still have more wine on hand. Would you like to try it for yourself? You should experience a variety of emotions rather than sticking to your norm of comfortable. What? In a sense, emotions are a greater form of empathy and comprehensible knowledge. It's just good for you to experience the world in various ways. I already know that, Professor. I've already been trying something similar in my case, trying to understand emotions through literature. Do you enjoy it, or at least do you feel like it's been beneficial to you? I hate it. What? I hate stories. People tell stories, put themselves in the position of authority. They use these stories to elaborate their own values that they believe to be correct. Santa Claus keeps a list of bad children. Only hardworking bees are allowed to be given honey. Women were made from one of the Adam's ribs. These well-known stories are laced with personal values and truth. The wider the story is told, the more it constrains people to act as form of truth. What's going on, dude? These stories fight for power, with the winners being a form of fact or cultural standard. What's going on? I just think it's an excuse for power. So you're more interested in the world's actual history? History is written by the winners. Even so, there is still truth can be interpreted and observed. No one can return to the past themselves after all. All we have is the interpretation of others. The current ways of humanity, after all, is to understand the past as a grand narrative, after all. Well, regardless, I don't suppose you came here today to discuss your studies? Professor, I've come to say that I'm leaving for some time. I'm going back to Arkham. That's great to hear. Even if you hadn't decided to do so, I would have done my best to persuade you eventually. People's past experiences will affect aspects of presence in some manner. We have been unable to get any results with form of trance therapy I've attempted after all. I'm certain that it's those lost memories that are the cause of your current problems. Even so, don't put too much expectations into this. Even if nothing comes of it, you can still see it as a relaxing holiday trip. people still need a driving sense of purpose. Yes, I understand, Professor. I hope that by the time you return, I have a better understanding. I have a better understanding of your condition. Here are the keys to the car. I won't be traveling anytime soon anyway. Huh. If you feel like you owe me, you can just wash it for me on the way back. It has been with me for many years, and just like me, it's an old soul. Okay, thank you for everything. This is very weird. Where is the car? I guess I have to go to the school gate first. Okay. Isn't this Anon? As always, you are not popular with animals. I don't know why all the animals seem so hostile to me. I don't think they're hostile, they just seem scared. The animals are very docile, so you're a special case. Have you ever considered taking a part-time job as a zookeeper? Forget it, I don't want to get sued by animal protection organizations. Look, in the desert, someone is planting seeds. He sings alone, infinitely sad. Who can tell me why he sings? Sad notes flow, no longer tell the ancient past. Nature's chant experienced yesterday, tomorrow again. The man was gone and the moor was a field. Oh god, I can't! Okay, now we can go to the grocery store, a car rental agency, an interstate bridge, or pharmacy. Car rental agency?
You arrive at the car rental agency and there are several people in suits standing at the door. You state that you are here to rent a car. The store's manager tells you, "As you can see, sir, we're currently in the process of renovating our establishment and even I don't know where to stay tonight."
What? What? They're renovating a car rental agency, but they don't even know where they're gonna stay for the night? They sleep at the office?
After a fruitless communication, you leave the agency feeling disappointed.
I guess interstate bridge? Wait, hold on. Pharmacy first, maybe?
You walk into the pharmacy. Where you spot a
Holy!
young
What
doctor
kind
sorting
of
through medicines. She
lady?
notices your arrival and looks you over.
She got drugs in the back, dude! She got drugs! Can I have some of those drugs? I love that you freaking wrote drug. I guess I'll buy bandage. Why do I have to roll for bandage?
You seem healthy enough.
You don't know that?
That's all we got. Let the drunks behind you know we're out of booze.
Why does AI have a Chinese accent? I don't get it. What the hell? What the hell? This is unreal. Why does it have Chinese accent? It's AI. What happens when I buy alcohol? Purchase success. Oh, okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Get out. Am I okay? I think this is not English. 230. Something.
You think to yourself,
Oh, never mind,
"Maybe it would be good to travel once in a while." As
It's
you
all
continue
good,
your
girls.
day's journey, you pass by many quaint little villages and clusters of wild animals running free. The car
It's all
eventually
good,
begins
it's
to
all
pass by
good.
droves of cornfields and orchards. Now you are greeted by the multicolored leaves decorating the trees with bright red and gold. Coloration S.
Coloration S. Coloration S! Really? AI goes Coloration S? This is unreal.
As evening approaches, you follow the map marker to a mountain path. At this hour, the sky has gotten dark. Unfortunately for you, it's also begun to pour heavily. You're almost near your Desi and Tat Ion.
Desi and
nightfall draws
Desi
near,
and
the
Tasha.
town of Dunwich is still nowhere to be found.
Oh god.
You continue.
What? Wait, what? I didn't skip. I promise you, I did not press a single button. Oh no, it was trying to read you this. You continue to drive around and follow a map to find your hometown.
Even as night falls, there's still no sign of Dunwich. All that you can see around are wild mountains.
Yo, wild mountains? That's crazy. It's so rare to see wild mountains nowadays. Oh my gosh.
Just when you're about to give up, your eye catches a covered bridge halfway up the hill ahead. You continue to drive, but the stone columns in front of the bridge prevent the car from fitting through.
So, yo, what the hell, Professor? You're driving like Mercedes G-Wagon or something? Bro got like fucking money. That's what.
A large wooden bulletin board reading "Welcome to Dunwich."
Dunwich? What's this? What is it though? I rolled one, bitch. Something is coming out. Stealth. Thumbs up. Okay, that's pretty dang high. Oh, come on. Okay, that's good, that's good.
A flock of fat rats appeared ahead.
Oh my gosh.
You wonder, even if it's night, why are such big rats around?
I mean, rats are... they come out at nighttime. Oh, it's okay, they're just going back home. No problem.
There are signs of passage. While some flooring looks newer, it generally seems solid with no signs of wood aging.
What does that mean?
As you cross the covered bridge,
I
you
don't...
notice a white mist enveloping the surrounding area. Turning around, you quickly realize that every direction other than your current path is impossible to make out. You can only continue forward.
Silent Hill?
You continue to venture into the mist.
I was hoping that the rats were about to steal the car. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You quickly lose track of time before the all-encompassing fog finally lifts, only to be replaced by the darkness of night. By the time the light returns, you find yourself in the corridor of a ruined castle.
Go to mother's bedroom.
You enter the bedroom. Most of the room has been wrecked by rubble quite some time ago. The many piles of rubble and layers of cobwebs make it look like a graveyard.
Okay. Use the item. No useful item for now. Jump. Thumbs up. Dude, obviously I freaking have to get it right or I'm gonna break
You
my
jump.
leg.
You land.
You
rise,
jump, you land, you
and
rise!
you cross a chasm of about 3 yards in one go.
Oh my gosh. Dude, is this a wrap? You jump, you land, you rise.
If there's one unfortunate part of this, it's that there's no one to give you a round of applause.
You jump, you land, you rise, you cross, you jump, you land, you rise, you cross. Oops, no. What? This one. What's this one? Oh fuck! Rats! Oh, that's my stamina? Huh? These two books are intact.
You sense something quickly falling from above.
Okay, well I better dodge that shit. Okay, that's pretty dang bad. Okay, that's good.
A crystal falls and smashes to pieces with a dreadful impact, immediately rupturing into an explosion that stings your ears.
That's not good. Read the tome.
The language used in the book is not anything in human history that you've ever seen. You slowly attempt to interpret these cryptic and arcane notes as your only choice. You are able to understand it as this.
My brain is sucking the energy form.
Nor is it to be thought that man is either the oldest or the last of this earthy's masters, or that the common bulk of life and substances merely exists alone.
Well, what
the old ones were.
What?
The old ones are. And the old ones shall be.
What?
Not
What
in
the
the
hell
spaces
is
we
this?
know, but between them. They walk serene and primal.
An anonymous user
undimensioned
gifted a
and to
tier
us
1
unseen.
sub to Bad Memories and Dead Dreams.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
YOG so Thoth knows the gate. YOG
YOG!
So Thoth is the gate.
YOG! My boy
so
YOG!
Thoth is the key and guardian of the gate.
Yeah. YOG!
Future. All are one in YOG so Thoth.
So Thoth. YOG! Some magical power is still what? Play-
Placella Eno. Time unknown.
Okay. What's going on here, man? Vanish among the planets.
Upon the ancient tome's activation,
So...
a magical matrix is created. It inducing seismic activity and the emanation of enchanted luminosity from your physical form. Your ancestral house was transported to the Pleiades constellation, where the planet Sela Eno resides.
What? Stella resides?
In the depths of space, your physical body experiences the absence of air pressure. This results in a suffocating sensation as your circulatory system draws upon oxygen, present within your bloodstream. As you struggle to breathe, a profound sensation washes over you. Your lungs then rupture with all the gas they
I'm
contain
dead.
being swiftly expelled. Your bodily fluids then begin to evaporate. All these occurrences transpire in a momentary 15 seconds.
Doesn't that mean I'm dead?
And finally, you no longer with any tangible consciousness. Your physical form is set to roam the great expanse of the space for eons time.
What's going on, dude? Oh, I died! I did die! View.
One pillar collapsed right in the middle of the hallway.
How are there signs of weathering? It should take decades at the very last.
You jump. You land.
You rise.
If there's one
you
unfortunate
cross,
part of this.
You jump. You land. Just a rat. Something's coming out. Oh! What the hell? Okay. Let's F this boy. How would I not kill it? It's dead.
You sense something.
We need to dodge this one.
A crystal fall.
Okay, don't touch the tome. Left one.
Ronald failed. I was forced to restrain him. Ignite. What does
Ignite,
this symbol
wait.
mean? He carved on his body just before he lost his sanity. This must be an important clue. Ronald. Your efforts will not
What?
be in vain.
Ronald ding 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 ding. What did he say? Ronald ding ding ding.
This does not appear to be the language of any living or past civilization. Someone like Ronald would have had much more information if he was still sane. I need to continue researching. I think I've found it. This word means mentality. No, it means my spirit. That isn't it. What exactly is it? Many chaotic, torn and twisted symbols appeared later. It can be discerned that the owner of this diary wasn't in a particularly good mental state.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you.
Unexpectedly, the rune must translate to mean them. It's them. I should have thought of
YOG!
this.
It's the
I was
YOG,
thinking about
dude!
them. I've been targeted by them. I must forget all this. Right now. Immediately. No. I have to record it immediately. There was a long, torn line left behind. As if the pen tip was pressed hard against the paper. Then it was as if the pen tip was twisted off, leaving only the mark of a word.
What's this? Why is there a key inside of me? I blew up.
The crevice of history.
Okay. Ah!
You've come to a rather strange space. You look to the left and see the stars of the universe are shining brightly. This is your past. It's at this moment you start to feel that the joys and sorrows of these past 10 years were all in vain.
Okay, I don't think is like
When you look to the right, the stars are dim. Here you see order and chaos alternating. You are shown bizarre images that are incomprehensible in such a short period of time. You see a light shining 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You begin to hear laughter all around you as if someone were admiring a work of art. You see many aberrant monsters spreading across the universe, each acting in a way you can only
Are we dead
describe as
again?
full of distortion and madness. Their very genes out of the genetic blueprint, drawing a sea of flesh and blood in their wake. You see the stars burning all around you. No, it's the whole universe burning. The burning stops, leaving only darkness forever.
Oh, I'm not dead!
On the left is the past, where the stars in the universe shine brightly. On the right is the future. The darkness is endless.
Okay, the past is where the stars in the universe shine, and the right is the future where the darkness is endless. I mean, obviously we have to go to the past, right? Because, I mean, why do we want to go to endless darkness? Right? Go to the past. Who's that?
As you step into the past, the figure of a young woman appears in the fissure of history. She stares at your back as you depart. She then gently closes her eyes as her body gradually dissolved into the void, as she watches her child for the last time.
Oh, it's my mom.
Location: ancestral home. Time: 10 years ago.
Is there a way to save? I just don't want to die, that's all. I guess there's no save. What did I say? Oh, she died?
Inside was placed a pendant inscribed with a mysterious rune. You touch the pendant, and a memory goes straight to your brain.
Holy, a memory goes straight to my dome piece.
You're looking into the space from a bird's eye perspective. You see a boy
Am I
laying in
fucking
bed.
dead again?
Around him, an old man is anxiously discussing something with a man and a woman.
The strange has chosen Anand as its carrier. In a little while it will have been completely assimilated.
Is there really nothing that can be done?
Or what the fuck is that accent? Is that really nothing can be done? Are you serious? Are you serious? Even the robots are racist? How's that real? Who made a racist robot?
The process of assimilation cannot be reversed. It can only be delayed.
The old man looked down and thought.
I could use the transfer spell to the pool the effects to someone else.
Let me do it. Grace, you haven't been well.
The man went up and hugged the woman.
What the fuck is going on?
The man spoke, don't worry about me. You have to take care of our child. He stood up and hugged the woman.
In the surrounding space, a magical light gradually brightened.
At least, let Annan forget this painful memory.
Your perspective disappeared.
Oh fuck. It turns out I caused everything all along.
You finally know why grandfather won't let you leave the castle. You figured out why your father was in the chamber.
Why? Can you tell me? Cause I don't know.
You know why your many aunts and uncles fell asleep. And why your mother never got better.
Why?
Because the disease is in you. It's an uncomfortable chain of truths that makes you suffocate.
I'm a disease?
You keep blaming yourself.
What am I like a COVID? Why did I survive? Minus
Because
8
of
is
your arrival, our
Holy
entire
fuck.
family has been harmed. A sudden voice appears in your mind. You have occupied my body. Don't think you are human. The pain
Human.
you feel now is but a fraction of mine.
Okay, this male voice is also effing Chinese accented. What the hell's going on?
That's strange. How long will you continue to impersonate me?
Bro got ligma.
With a surge, the impurity of the body gathers before you.
Before you?
A silver key appeared on his body.
I'm angry. You have finally left my body. The strange, you caused this disaster. All the disasters are my fault.
You hear its hoarse roar, its madness, its resentment, its twisted wailing. Even though it's finally out of your body, you have always been emotionally connected to it. So, it's looking to you for relief.
What is it? What is it? It's the disease? But then like the disease is not me. Disease is part of me but just got separated. Shouldn't I kill it? Kill it. Did I get a game over? Did I just kill myself?
Your body begins to fade away. You see the castle becoming transparent and the water pooling back into the sky from the earth. The clouds dissipated and the sky cleared. The sun set in the east and the meteors streamed back to the stars.
I think I just killed it.
Just as you are about to return to the picture of your birth, a white fog suddenly appears. You do not finally see the picture of your birth, only a phantom bubble. You don't see the picture of your birth at last, only bubbles.
Damn bubbles.
Your body begins to fade away before you can enjoy the thrill of revenge. You see the castle becoming transparent and the water pooling
I just
back into
heard
the
that.
sky from the...
What happens if I don't go to my mother's chamber? Oh fuck.
A group of black humanoid suddenly appears. Their faces are shaped of insect chelates. with blue
What
fluid flowing where the eyes should be.
insectionality is?
Sticky tentacles emerge from behind them as sharp claws push out from their arms.
What? Am I supposed to run or what?
A furtive whistle fills the air.
How can things go wrong? I don't
You
care.
can't tell the direction of the sound, and just when you want to listen carefully, the sound disappears. You open the door to the study and immediately realize you're not alone. You see your grandpa seated in his armchair. He smiles at you with an relieved expression, with a lingering sense of proudness at who you've become. His body begins to fade to light, and you don't even have the time to mentally acknowledge sadness.
You Dante. Grandfather. What is that? Open the box? What is that?
You open the box.
There's a girl.
In front of your eyes is a girl as delicate as a ceramic doll. Your heart is beating hard, but it's not all because of its attractive appearance.
Attractive or not, if I find a naked body in a chest, I think I will freak out.
You feel an extraordinary sense of familiarity, of nostalgia, of intimacy, of longing for wholeness.
So, okay, I think I'm like a psychotic, insane person. Saw a naked girl, and he feels nostalgia, intimacy, and longing for wholeness.
Then the girl seemed to be awakened by the noise, and slowly sat up.
Oh no. Oh God,
You were
cover
about to
her
ask
up.
some questions, but she cut you off first. You want to be vocal, but you can't control your body. She looked at you with a silver cross glow in her eyes. You
Take your
feel an
coat
invisible
off.
bond with her.
What the heck is going on?
Then you heard her soft, ethereal voice in my mind.
Starkey, I know how confused you must be. Come closer to me and I'll tell you the truth about this time.
The stars are shining in her eyes, and you can't help but move closer to her. Before you know it, she puts her hand slowly on your forehead. You feel your brain flooded with information. Time, 10 years ago, when the disaster happened.
The infection with the strange is different from simple physical assimilation. I've already tested all of the available spells and medicines. I cannot even find a cure for Ronald. If I were to compare this situation to another, it's like allowing an egg without a shell to maintain its integrity, all while surviving the rapids of a waterfall, or allowing a person floating in the sea to rely on himself to withstand huge waves and storms. Ancestor, you once left a prophecy to warn us of this day. The mission of the Watchers and the price of truth are the same. Unparalleled sacrifice. I pray here for your revelation. The Lord of Gates! Staying Gate? The Guardian of the Abyss, Lord of Dimensions, Riddle Knower, Guardian of the Secrets, the oldest, all in one, though only by life prolonged. Umar Atawil. YOG! Naful. Your servants call upon you. It's ya boy YOG. Are you still unable to answer my prayers? We must go with the last resort. No matter what, we cannot let the infection spread. The transport point to Kalaeno is ready. Now that the stars are in the right place, our success rate is up to 70%. I cannot believe we look up at the stars for decades, only able to vanish among the stars at the last. What an ironic twist of fate. Illuminati?
Right as the array is about to be activated, the space changes. It's as if the magic has been drawn away. The room twists and turns into an arch of rock, dividing the two sides into two worlds that do not interfere with each other at all, virtual and real. From inside the door played a soft, ethereal female voice.
There is still a glimmer of hope.
What does that sound? What does that sound? Hold on. I'm back. I guess Ryan flushed the toilet in like so weird that it was just flushing itself for eternity. And the sound of water was just continuously flowing.
Are you willing to pay the price for it though?
What did I miss? As long as I can pay for it, please take what you must.
A pure silver and white light covered George Howard, its energy sparkling like a multitude of stars. He felt that he had never been so clear and insightful. As information continuously flows into his consciousness, George Howard's expression turns serious.
So this is the history's truth. Now that I'm aware, I will do as you wish. Grandpa!
A child pushes open the door to enter. In that instant, his body and action are frozen. The static time begins to flow again. This is the separation being staged once again. You stubbornly refuse to leave. Until
Refuse?
finally, under
Refuse?
Grandpa's magic, you forget everything and leave like an empty container.
Then I suppose it's time to pay my price.
Just as George Howard was preparing for the end, a voice came from the void.
Do you have a last wish?
If I may, I would like to see him when he grows up.
The voice hesitated for a moment, as if in thought or calculation.
I can only give you 1 second. Is that enough?
I don't... Even with good writing, I just feel like the flow of things that's going, and then like this is almost like a virtual novel. There's so little of gameplay. Like I'm not even like doing anything, man.
The time and the space freezes. Your mind is flooded with memories of the past. Maybe it's just a split second, or maybe it's years beyond thousands.
A Fogamon's consciousness
A
was
Fogamon.
forced into a deep sleep. In order not to be affected by what remains of a Fogamon's influence,
A for common. Is it
Ip
like
Sabbath
Digimon?
buried the
YOG!
alienated parts under the ultimate gate. Calm has returned to the Sunless Sea, but the disordered assimilation continues. Chaos and entropy in the universe continue to grow slowly.
Now that I am blessed, maybe things will be different. What is that? Uh-oh, that's not good.
You jump. You land.
Okay,
If
I don't know
there's
why
one-
you have to read this part.
You enter the bedroom. The many piles
Yippee! Observe.
while most of what you can see is dust.
Where's
You can tell from the when you tried to take the photo with you.
It turned into a dust. Wait, I cannot take the thing that killed me last time? No, I was trying to do the necklace thing. Now that I'm glowing, maybe I can like look at the whatever the sickness that I had, and maybe that's why I ignored it. Not that I didn't see it, I
You jump.
ignored it.
If
I just thought, oh, I have the key. That's the key that the Z had, right? The hourglass stops the current moment of time from the movement, preventing the black sand from spreading. Once you get rid of this black sand, the assimilation should end. Break it?
the hourglass is broken and the black sand in it is scattered. A giant eye emerges in response.
What is this? How will? So you chose to construct a puppet to preserve your power. How ridiculous. I didn't expect you to have grown so weak.
Without any thought, a name forces itself to the forefront of your mind, a forgomon. Could it be that, after the rupture of the temporal loop, you were directly perceived by them? As you're still considering your options, you hear her continue to speak.
How will? I'm very disappointed in you. You are the beginning and I am the end. Together we create time and space. Unfortunately, your authority over all knowledge has changed you. Your will has chosen to break away from us. So I've had to clean up all of time and space for a quick reset. Now this is a surprise. I had planned to devour you to complete ourselves. But now I'm understanding that the human mind can be rather useful. As long as there are enough of them, then they could be an alternative. So, even without you, I'll be able to awaken our main body. You're no longer necessary. Your ridiculous puppet. Howill's biggest mistake was making you into a mortal. Humans, what a fragile race. After destroying you, I'll have a good time reminiscing with Howil.
Darky, as long as your heart is not broken, time will restore your body. Every time you fall, you will accumulate the power to reshape space-time. What you face now is only one of their billions of avatars. However,
Avatar.
a Forgoman will never leave their true body, and their power cannot easily come here.
Okay. Sacrificial strike unarmed. Future prediction. Will I not die now? Excuse me, will I not die now? I think I have a feeling that I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. Throw it. Bro. Oh wait, I have 1 HP and I'm fine. Oh look, I healed. Prepare critical attack. I failed. The hell? Bro! Is there no magic? 12%. Reinforced with luck. When am I gonna kill this thing? Throw umbrella. Let's go! It only did 3 damage. No! Enter the defeated scene. Enter the death scene.
You were defeated by a Forgomon, and the scorching lightning was about to engulf you. The silver key
I guess
emitted a
this time
dazzling
you
light,
just died.
reshaping and restoring the surrounding space-time. A Forgomon was expelled from this space by this force. As the avatar of a Forgomon was repelled, the whole space trembled violently in rage, and oppressive sounds rained down from all sides. You can't hear the words being spoken, but you can feel the sheer anger contained within each.
A Forgoman cannot go back in time to this 100 years of history, and so they are preparing to return to the start of space-time. Star key. This is the most critical moment. Keep pushing.
What's going on?
You see the water condensing from the earth back into the sky. The clouds dissipate. The sky clears. The sun sets from the east. And the meteors flow back to the stars. Time is going backwards to the beginning. All of a sudden, you feel like you're on the ocean. A great black fog rose over the darkened sea. The black mist pulls you down into it. Being in the depths of the ocean is like being among the stars. In the blink of an eye, you fell into the ocean, then fell into the galaxy.
I did it?
If the ship of Theseus paradox is
What's
about whether
going
you're
on?
still you after replacing all the materials, Now it is about returning all the materials in your body in order to discover your origin. The matter of your body, as small as cells, gradually dissipates into particles and returns
I'm
to
dead.
its original state of being. After returning all the materials, a silver key gradually appeared in the deep sea. This carries your spirit, your ego, and all of your memories. The silver key flashes and sinks to the bottom of the deep sea, finally returning you to the place of strange familiarity.
I like how nobody knows what the heck is going on. I think I died.
This is the dividing point between existence and non-existence. Black and white are independent of each other, maintaining an absolute balance. That's how it's supposed to be. And now the nothingness has been nibbled away, and it's all mixed up. You see the warp timeline moving away from its proper trajectory and toward nothingness, which is splintered with each convergence. The debris clump together into a dim sphere.
What the hell is that?
You feel a strong will locking you in, darkness assimilating you.
But what the hell is that
Your
though?
obsession, unwillingness, and your pain burst out in this moment.
Giant
Like a
space
sudden burst of
butthole.
lightning, your will lights up the night sky. Having pushed back the entity, your mental strength is at its limit. You lose traction, fall downward, plummeting into the sea of no light. Your consciousness gradually becomes blurred as you are slowly sinking into the deepest part of your mind.
Deepest part of you. Mine!
Lightless abyss.
What the hell's going on, man? I was in the fucking space and I was traveling time backwards into space and then I was in
As
the
you sink,
ocean.
Your
And then
consciousness
now
becomes
I'm in the
increasingly
fucking
transparent.
void.
There is no end to the darkness ahead.
What the hell? What's going on?
Then you sense
I
a
am
familiar
not
presence.
smart enough to play this game.
It belongs to Tall.
Oh!
It's not exactly the same though.
What the fuck?
Like a door. Like the end of everything. Your consciousness is becoming transparent. You
Just do
finally saw them.
something. So what?
They lift you up and make you whole once more. Their eyes are always on you and you hear their words.
Fuck!
Star T.
My
Do you blame
OG!
me for creating you?
I don't know,
No.
cause what? That's my voice now.
Although coming into this world has made me feel all kinds of pain. Human beings are too fragile to be affected by all kinds of desires. Whether it's a family mission, a duty to others, or a concern in your heart.
Look, why does it have a Chinese accent? I just don't get
One
it.
forms a chain of invisible chains. However, sometimes the pain of these chains makes me feel warm and happy. It finally dawned on me that this is something called desire. I obtained a lot of memories. These are precious memories that I should treasure.
Do you
Fuck.
like the world?
The fuck is happening?
I like the people of this world.
Oh my god. I feel like I need to have some kind of
suffer
like
together and
master
share
degree
happiness.
to understand the 1% of the shit that's going on, man.
Even the smile of a stranger can make me feel warm. Because these people made me feel connected to the world. It made me finally realize that I exist in the world.
Do you have any regrets?
I
I'm
certainly
dead,
have
right?
many regrets. A lot of regrets even. Something I realized only after it was too late. I regret not being honest with those I cared about in the end. The fact that it's no use saying it to them now. I suppose I feel guilty. I didn't realize what I had
The
until I
whole
lost it.
universe got erased. For what? Because of me?
Do you want to change the world? Even if that sacrifice makes you cease to exist.
It's not that I want to change the world like some grand fairy tale. Rather, I want to separate this
Oh.
twisted timeline to prevent
Uh,
further tragedy both to those I shared a bond with.
Oh.
To thank my family for putting everything they had to seek happiness for me. For myself who has grown, especially over these past 10 years, and
Okay.
finally has found a purpose that I truly believe in. Lastly, for you, who has given me this chance.
Tis a
For this I am
what?
willing
What
to
is
bear
this?
the heaviest fate.
Fate of what? What fate?
I see. Star T. My awakening requires the great sacrifice.
What the fuck? I already
But
sacrificed
I,
2
who
hours
has
of my
infinite
life.
and omnipotent power, am unable to sacrifice myself. So I must ask that you face this death instead of me.
What the hell? This bitch don't die, but I need to die
This
for
death
her?
means separation from the self. All your past will be cut away and dismantled, and the timeline you once lived will be purged of any trace you once had.
Why do I have to do that?
I will reboot the original timeline, effectively restoring the distorted one. Speak my name, Star T. I will awaken and prevent the world's downfall.
Hello, Yuka. Hello. Thank you very much for 42 months. Thank you. Thank you. The most ancient and prolonged of life, Uber and Tamil.
You managed to wake tall. As the first consciousness to awaken in YOG Sothoth,
YOG.
they succeed in taking control of the body. YOG Sothoth is awakening. Afago Morn's consciousness was
Can
forced into a
someone
deep
tell me
sleep,
what the fuck
in
is
order
going
not to be
on?
affected by what remains of Afago Morn's influence. YOG Sothoth
Why
buried
was
the
I in the
alienated parts
butthole?
under the ultimate gate. Calm has returned to the sunless sea. But the disordered assimilation continues. Chaos and entropy in the universe continue to grow slowly. At the beginning of
Of
time,
course, but who else but Umar
15th
Al-Ghaib?
January 1910 Arkham. An old castle clinging to the hills. In the castle, a group of people are holding a birthday dinner to celebrate a family member who has just turned 8.
Is that supposed to be my mom and my dad?
The crowd stood together, ready for the family photo shoot. A grown man smiled brightly, while a beautiful and elegant woman held his arm. Sitting in the middle was an dignified old man, who looked to have gone against his solemn nature today, because he is holding the hero of today's party, a smiling little girl with long light blue hair. The old man's white beard was pulled by the little girl in his arms. The woman scrambled to put an end to the girl's mischief. The little girl looked at the previously smiling man with an innocent expression, and the man made an exasperated face at the girl.
I
It
don't
just so
think
happened to be caught on camera.
no localization group can save this game. Because I think the story
Amy was
itself
busy
makes
sorting
no
books
sense.
in the library as usual. She's still so timid and shy. While sorting through the books, a poster slipped off the table. She picked it up, and it was the Tosca poster from the Opera Society today. For art, for love, the stars are resplendent tonight.
So like, I disappeared. I turned into a something that never existed. And in that place, the Till must have replaced the existence of myself, and my family is fine because I was born with the disease that affected my whole family. Whereas Twill, being human, is not infected. And then these are the people that I saw in the library for like 1 second.
Amy looked up at the poster and she seemed to momentarily gasp, looking confused yet pained. I wanted to say something, but in my end, my voice was no more able to speak than the air itself. She crumbled to her knees as she experienced a sense of loss that she didn't fully understand.
Why am I crying?
I don't know, girl.
In the evening,
Maybe
Professor
you're about to
Carl
have
and
a
Professor
period
Julie were
soon,
working at their
and your
desks in the
hormone is
school
going
office.
crazy.
Miss Julie sighed deeply after sorting through a pile of papers and complained to Carl.
I think it's just to show that, like, because I disappeared in the world, I could not make any changes to all these NPCs, and so their life fucking sucks.
students are getting worse these days.
Excuse
They
me?
can't bear any hardships that come their way. If young people continue to only seek enjoyment, human beings will degenerate into monkeys within 100 years.
I don't think that will happen, but okay.
Carl did not respond to Julie's complaints, instead saying optimistically,
This generation of young people is better than us, as they can at least pursue their own ideals. People who can't listen to themselves are simply living in a dream, being aware of one's self-consciousness.
No
And
sane-minded
developing their own
person
unique
could make a
personality
game like
is a
this.
rather
That's for
enviable
sure.
prospect.
Because I hardly I call this a game.
Your nagging hasn't changed at all, old man.
Oh, holy!
Aren't you eager to
She's
find
freaking
students who can
going
continue
all
your
out at
studies?
him.
Do you want to end up irresponsible and irrelevant? Or did you already find what you were looking for?
Carl pulled out a bottle of whiskey, took a sip, and a bitter expression slowly formed on his face.
Painful things cannot be avoided in life, only endured.
It's all AI with Chinese freaking accented. How? Why? It's not even set in China. In a palace made from thousands of books, the flickering candlelights were the only form of light.
The blank pages constantly
Okay,
being
now
written
you're
and
reading it.
erased. A young girl with long light blue hair was leaning against a long table in the middle of the palace, quietly watching a boy reading a book across from her. After a long time had passed, the boy turned the last page of the book. At this moment, the girl spoke to the young man.
This is the consequence of the past being distorted. The people you once knew will no longer have any connection with you, and you will no longer belong to any era. Do you regret it, Starkey?
Upon hearing the girl's question, the boy carefully began running his fingers over each page of the book once more. Finally, he looked up to the girl and said, ...
No, I'm confident in my choice. So, soft, oh soft? This was the best possible outcome.
He slowly closed the book, concluding his journey to the beginning, of which an end wouldn't exist. You chose, but, and
I won, right? What if you save and return? Get me out, man. I think I won. What the fuck? Go and tell Sothos about the situation of the Sunless Sea. Why is it still going? Sothos, the spreading of the chaotic timeline in the Sunless Sea has been controlled. But is it really okay for you? It's okay as long as it doesn't overly consume the power of space-time. I can still maintain the critical point for now. But to completely erase all anomalies, I am not capable of that yet. Is there anything I can help you?
you see Sothoth with some hesitation after your words.
The new space is still very fragile, and in order for the library to work, Starkey, I need you to travel to all abnormal space and time to influence the history to resolve anomalies, and then bring that little bit of change back here. That would become the power to fill the space and time. I understand. However, Starkey, you are going to the chaotic time of history. You need to establish a connection with the people in that space and time to get involved. You will obtain the same identity and experience as them, and their suffering and the pain will be imprinted in your heart. My power will protect you from actual death, but you will still face the pain of death. Don't worry. I will go to all these places as soon as I could help you recover your power. Okay, hold on. I think this is where the game actually starts. May I just say, I get it, this game is in early access. And I did indeed start the game when the game asked, would you like to start from the prologue? And I said yes. But if you read prologues of any storybooks, any books, it's not the whole book. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like, hey, would you like the prologue? Prologue tends to be like, just to set the stage. This is not setting the stage. This has built the stage from the scraps and performed on the stage and then concluded it and also destroyed the stage. But I think I understand what has happened so that basically I'm this boy. Why I'm here is because I used to be a human boy, but I was born with part of her power, which was a disease or some kind of thing that infected my whole family, and they all died. I still don't know who the bandage man was, but like my grandpa tried to save me and try to make a deal with this lady who is the god of all the gods. And then she's like, yeah, sure, I'll save ya, boy. In return, I'm gonna take your life. And then he's like, yeah, okay. And then I like travel to different world and then was recovering memory, and then somehow I traveled back to my original world without any magic. I just freaking drove a car, no teleportation required, and then I meet her in the chest, and then she's start of the time, and then there is another girl who is end of time, and end of time is like, yo, you suck, die. And then the start of time is like, nah, don't worry, you're not gonna die. And I say, okay, but I died. And I go, okay, why the hell did I die? But apparently that was just her restarting the space, the universe. So she basically rebooted the space. But we're at a place where there are still anomalies in the space, but her power grew weak because she rebooted the space and doesn't have power. And so I now have to go and destroy the anomalies to have her power back. There are many questions of why they had to do all this to get to this point. There is no reason why they had to do all that for me to be in this point. Yeah, that's all I got. The bandage guy was our dad? We don't know that though. He thought that it was his dad, but I don't know if it was due to bad localization. I did not expect this game to be played out like this. Because I watched the trailer, I looked at the Steam page and everything. I thought it was just gonna be like choose your own adventure with dice. But then it's not. It's just light novel. It's just story. Story that makes no sense! I don't know, man. Oh, God. Get me out of here. But here's a good news. Okay, here's a good news. We went through all the trouble to go through the prologue, so you don't have to. So if you want to play this game, you can skip the prologue. You don't even need to know about the prologue, and then just dive into the game. And do not have the CV speak. What was it called? CV speaking or CV speech? Do not have CV speech. I think CV is Chinese voice speech. I think, because they were Chinese accented. And then AI, I would not recommend it either. I think just do it without any voice. No voice. Even if you do no voice though, like the localization is not good. So you will be confused as well. Okay. 맞아?